35.
Yeah.
So, new point, I work as a business analyst. I in the company that I work, I'm about to complete 6 months there. I'm learning. I think I said I work in a company that the domain is agriculture, is something totally different for me, but I'm getting used to know more about the products, about the service. So this is really interesting. That's it about me. No kids and 2 pets.
Very good. And what about you, Samuel?
Hello guys, good morning. So my name is Simon as well. I work as a software engineer. I'm 36 years old, and yeah, in July 7, I changed my presentation as well. I will be turning 37. Uh, I have 2 kids. I'm married. Uh, right now, I'm very excited to achieve my fluency in English because not only for my work, but I want to watch my movies without subtitles, even translating. And today was a struggle for me to be here. I almost give up. Sorry, guys, but yeah, I'm here. Um, yeah, yeah, it's basically that. I like to ride my bike as well, play my drums, read books, and I like to learn new languages. That's basically that. I want to learn French as well. I wait for you. I'm waiting for your email about the next class. Me and my wife.
Great, very good. And Diogo, go ahead.
Hi everyone, morning. I'm Diogo Naga, 42 years old. I'm a commercial manager at insurance and insurance marketing, and I have been here studying for a year with you. I have 2 boys, Lucas, who is 15 years old, and Rafael, who is 4 years old. I don't have a lot of free time, but when I have it, I like to stay play with my sons, stay with my family, and that's it.
Great. And I'm Philip, and I decided to bring this topic up because this week especially looking for deep talks about self-awareness, behavior, trust, goals. And the topic of today is commitment and life change. And I believe most of people here on Talk and Talk is looking for that, right? Especially when they want to learn a new language. So, what does commitment mean to you all? So, how can you explain commitment? Samuel, go you first. What does commitment mean to you?
Okay, what does commitment mean to me? I was thinking about this question yesterday. I was reading the questions, and I believe commitment is something that it's something you do for you first, you know. You need to have you need to embrace your dreams, your goals, before anything in your life. I believe commitment is related to that. Struggle your weakness or anything that can distract you to achieve your goals in your life. Yeah, for me, it's something like that. For example, if you is a father, you should you should focus on be a better father. You know, your better version of a father for your children, not for others, but for your own. So if you, I don't know, trying to learn English, for example, I talk for me, for example, I want to learn English, not to only to be fluent, but because I want to have a better conversation. You know, when I'm at work, I don't want to talk only about work, about my job, what I did yesterday, what I will do today, but sometimes we are on a frame where anyone is talk about anything, and I want to talk about something that I can talk in Portuguese, for example, about my family, how is the weather, what I did yesterday, if I go to the church with my family, but I I I don't have the confidence, you know, to do that, to express myself in English as well as in Portuguese. So I believe the commitment is basically that, it's something that you have related to yourself before. For example, if I want to help other people, my wife just say to me, "Hey, she wants to be here in the next immersion in the next month." I talked to her about that, and she said to me, "Hey, if I want to do the same as you and say I don't want to go, you can say nothing to me because you want to give up right now." No, so okay, you're right. So this makes me just wake up and yeah, put my clothes and take my coffee and be here. So yeah, something like that.
Yeah, and I know what you're feeling because if we're doing just by doing, in my opinion, there's no commitment. Commitment comes with purpose, comes with something clear to achieve. Otherwise, like I love sports. I love swimming. I love climbing. I love playing volleyball. I love all kinds of sports, tennis. But to do it in a row and in a long term, especially swimming, if I'm just swimming just by swimming, oh, just want to swim. And I love swimming, but it's too boring to swim without a goal for me. I know there are a lot of people, they do things without purpose, without goals, and I admire that. But for me, it's really crazy. I hate the need of having purpose on everything I do. It's boring, tiring, you know.
But
But
this is the
it's
word.
how it's work for me. Yeah. And you, Lorian, how could you explain commitment for you?
For me, like about a feeling, if I can transform this in a feeling, it's the desire to achieve something, So because of that, you need to plan, organize, maybe do some sacrifices. But it's about your goals, like Samuel said, your target. Uh, and since I'm Catholic person, about perseverance too, about to believe that you can do something. When I have some friends, they I showed talking videos to them, and I said, "Oh, this is what you need to do. It's a immersive environment. You want or you don't want?" And the most of them, in the first moment, they said, "I'm not ready for that." And I said, "When you are ready, let me know." Like a friend of mine, I think 2 weeks ago, she started here. It was a really nice. And I said, "Oh, it's a you want this, you need this for next year, you need English for next year. So you have a way to be there, but you need to do this, this, and this. You can fail one time, yes, but don't let this failure put all your process in charge. You need to keep the constance. So for me, commitment always is about this process. Like you be there for activities, physical activities, for language, for your objectives, for your quality of life, for everything. So you need to be ready. Looks like you need to be ready to start this process and commit. Yeah, like that.
Yeah. And I think consistency day by day, it's the key, right? It's really what makes consistency works. And you, Diogo, how would you explain commitment? What does it mean for you?
I agree with you. Commitment is unwavering dedication for goals, for targets. In my case, I can want to resume my special points. For example, in December last year, I stopped smoking. You know, so when I decided to stop, I enjoy a little surgery for this, and I said for me now I will stop it. No more, no will more cigarettes in my life, for example. When I started here in Talk, I comment with you in this time. Talk is more less opportunity that I have for me to learn English because yes, I was tired a long time study English grammar and my my hope to participate to an English meeting. I don't get it in this time, you know. Or now, for example, wake up 6 o'clock for to be here. For me, it's be good because I need to wake up more early and especially to go to the bed more early because I lost many time to looking myself on the screen social medias, for example. And so then, for me, this is a dedication to a goal, to a target, to do what to do, all days. Like Luria said, many times it's normal, it's possible, we can fail, but another day we wake up with our purpose, with our objects to get it to do to target to realize our dreams, that's it.
Yeah, it's when you realize which dreams you have, then you go for it, you know. And I'm pretty sure all of you that you are here, you have something behind the language itself. Maybe you want a better job in way of a profit and earnings. Maybe you want to change the life of your family and like regarding safety, regarding quality and everything else, or you just like you feel uncomfortable about the situation you are in right now. So there are tons of options, you know. And for me, commitment means you have something to achieve and you want to achieve, and you do whatever it takes to achieve that. You wake up early in the morning to have English conversations. You create a immersive, intensive program in July to bring more students. And you do that every single day, 2 hours a day. And, you know, so there are a couple of things we can do, and myself included, I see myself doing a lot of things and trying and make a lot of mistakes. But in the end of the day, I'm just trying to pursue something different for my life. And it being basically why I gave up on my career, IT career, to start teaching. You know, it's been 9 years this year that I did that. So I'm still pursuing, trying to achieve. And yeah, once you cut the bridges around yourself, you have nowhere to run, then for me, it's easier to commit myself. So I see a lot of people trying to build businesses while they are working. And I admire that. For me, it's impossible to make that happen. It's impossible. Just because you're not focused, like your mind, your dreams, everything you do, they are not there, you know? So that's, at least for me, it was the easiest decision, like give up, shift, and move forward. And yeah, that's the question number 2, basically. Have you ever made a life change commitment? What was it? So Diogo, have you ever made a life changing commitment?
Yes, like I said, to stop smoking. And after 1 month, my surgery, I I mean, I want to practice sport because my life it's very very lazy, and I start to running sometimes in the street, sometimes in the park. The most time in my building here in my home in the treadmill because like I said, I don't have a lot of time for this. And yes, so I always think about my life. It's a continual process about to learning always. Now language, sometimes how to, like my friend's son said, how to be a better fathers nowadays because it's different. I have 2 boys. Lucas, who is 15 years old, it's kind of the problem is different than Rafa when with 4 years old, you know, and it's a continual process to learning and to when I think about committing. For me, is like I said, our purpose, our we are always learning, we are always think and the practice to do better than compare another day, looking for the future, life in the present. It's important because sometimes we always looking or thinking about, oh, how will be my future if I don't save more money, if I don't work more. But sometimes it's possible we can lost or we can forgot to live the present. You know, for me, it's important to think about this. But that's it. My life changing. It stopped smoking to practice more sport since December last year.
Yeah, it's stop smoking. I think it's like if you want to learn a language, stop smoking is the first step.
Yes, it was for me. It was.
Yeah, depending on situation, it's like if you want to change your life, you need to change habits, you know. So if I want to upgrade myself, I need to stop drinking every day or not having breakfast or you know this silly situations or not making the bed every morning. So like when you lose weight, when you make your bed, when you have a good breakfast, when you have your house cleaned and set, or your office place, it's organized. That these are the simple steps for me, in my opinion, that help me to achieve other things, to have commitment, you know.
Yes. I mean, it's funny because since December, I'm going manage my bed, you know, all days. I
Yeah.
don't like because my wife in the time is sleeping with my little boy, and I sleep with my another bed. And since December, I'm going manage my bed, and my wife said, "Are you crazy? Really? Are you very crazy? Because you never never manage your bed since you're living with your parents, because I don't want for my little bed. I don't know in English. My wife always said, "Oh, a moment, the she it
The
needs to
sheets, yeah.
very yes." Oh, I know. For me, it's not for me. It's important to be clean, and good for my sleep. All just
Yeah,
uh,
and yeah, going to bed um on time. I think we are in a sometimes we are trying to achieve like big crazy challenges, crazy things, but we just need to do like small steps, like wake up early in the morning. We don't need to wake up at 6 a.m., but sometimes like 6:45 it's enough, or it depends on each person, right? And their lifestyle.
yes, like
Lurian, what about yourself? Any life-change commitment have you ever made?
Uh, I think I have more like small ones than bigger ones right now because of I know that when I can commit with something, I can achieve. Like for example, I did this 5 years ago with physical activities. I was walking every day because it was my goal, lose some weight. And I remember one day my sister just said to me, Luria, it's Sunday. What are you doing? And I said, oh, I'm doing my activities here. But why you are doing Sunday? Because I want. So I think since I start this kind of a change of my mindset, I can understand better when I need to do or plan or organize myself. When I started French last year here in October, was the same thing. I remember, so I have a plan 1 year, I need to do, mention, okay, so that's it, that's the work. I put in my mind that a deadline, and that's it. It's not because of course, in the middle of this process, I can have some trouble, but I'm here. Like now, I'm really I really have a commitment with my quality of life. I was working a lot in my past. But when I say I work a lot, it's like sometimes Philip said his answer message like midnight. I was not sleeping at all. I was working from home, sleep like 1, 2 hours, wake again, start to work. Because I was a kind of addict too, and because I just had this to do, because it was the middle of pandemic, and I promised myself that I will not do this again with my life. I need to have. So this was a one that I did. Looks like small, but it's changing my life for my quality, to sleep better, to enjoy my life better, to be okay with myself, to don't be dependent of work a lot. So now when 6 p.m., the maximum 6:30, I stop to work. The other day is the other day, and that's it. It's like smoke, like Diogo was saying. Looks like it's something that you need to do. It's addicted to you, and it's so bad for your health, for your life. So I think I have a lot of in my life, but some of them is for long term. Um, is for long term, and the others is like learn a new language, do some exercise. I can say this can change everyone. Like it's really, and when you see the results, this is really good. because you know the power you have for changing your habits. So this is really good when you can see the results and you can continue, continue, continue. This is the reason I'm here. It was really hard today, not for wake up, but because I'm out of my routine. And I wake up like 5:30 and I said, I know I want to sleep more. Really? No, but I was already woke up, because it was a normal moment for me now. So let's go there. This is the process.
Yeah, this is the process. And sometimes like I wish I could have just chill and sleep for hours, but as an adult, you can't do that. You need to do whatever it takes. Like especially if you have like kids. I don't yet, but um most people you have no choice, when you have someone else depending on you. So I believe having children is like the most commitment you may have for yourself. I don't know if Samuel has children or not. Do you have children, Samuel? Yeah.
Yeah, I have a couple, a boy and a girl.
So Lurian, do you have children or not?
No, no, and I can totally understand that.
Yeah.
When you have kids, it's other.
And that's the when you commit, like it's harder to commit to yourself than commit to the others. So it's easier to commit to your children, their goals, their dreams, instead of yourself, so but we can use that as a I don't know how to say that, like something to jump and then make it yours, yours, like a commitment, a true and strong commitment. And again, I didn't know the question itself, didn't remember, but why do some people find it hard to stay committed to their goals? So we are already talking about that. So Lurian, what's your opinion on this matter? Why is it so hard for some people commit to their goals?
I think that for now, in this generation, we feel like we want everything for yesterday, for last week. We live in a rush. So looks like when we need to do something for yourself or for your goals, it's just how I can achieve that now. I want a machine. I want to press the button. People they don't understand that we need to leave sometimes the process for maybe enjoy the process and for understand the meaning of the process. I think the problem of our generation now is that we want everything for now, from, like I said, for yesterday. We don't want to wait 1 year to learn English. We don't want to wait 1 year to have the perfect body. You know, you want to have the perfect body now. Like there is a joke about summer, because we have 1 year for the next summer to prepare yourself, if you want to be better with your body. Okay. A lot of people, they said summer project, because you just don't do anything for all the year and you just want to do when it's, oh my god, I'm losing my time, it's summer again, and the time just pass. So I think people just, they don't realize if you start today, and I'm putting myself here, okay, guys, because I'm proud of myself in a lot of aspects, but I have other ones that I'm in the process. Okay, it's not because I'm here that I don't have other ones that I want to do, and I'm, oh really, I want to do So yes, I think it's because we have this way to rush things, to think that the we take a long time, to have some things and I need for now. So I think in my case is that, at least.
Yeah. And you, Samuel, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I have to agree 100% with William said. Uh, Nowadays we are always running in a rush, always late for something. I I could I could wake up early today. I put my alarm um, to to ring at 5:15, if I remember correct. But I just go out of my bed about 5 minutes before 6. So yeah, I don't know. I believe it's more easy to think that we are helping someone, doing something for someone instead of ourselves. But yeah, I don't get it that yet. It's a topic that is interesting for me, and I'm trying to read and learn about. I love psychology subjects, and I put myself in this situation the most part of the time to try to understand why. Because I am this person as well. I'm trying to change that because I believe we need to have a commitment with ourselves first. And sometimes we put all of our efforts in some task for others. For example, I work as a software engineer. I'm a developer, right? So if you look at my website is not good enough, and I don't remember if I have my website on right now. But this is what I do for living. I am a developer, and I don't have a website. It's kind of weird situation. I don't know. It's like a doctor being always sick,
Yeah,
but
there's
doesn't.
that saying in Portuguese. I don't know how to say that in English, but
Casa de
casa
Fe- yeah,
de, casa de ferreiro, espeto de pau, right?
exatamente, exactly.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
talk about that at the work all the time. And it's complicated, but it's a interesting subject. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how the psychologists and psychologists, I don't know how to say this word. I don't know yet how they explain that. The brain is a mystery for the most science. So yeah, I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, I put myself in this situation as well. Sometimes it's more easy to try to help my children to achieve your goals, to do something they like, and we put ourselves, our objectives aside, and I can do that later. Or today I not go to the gym. Right now I'm father, I'm married. I don't need to be, I don't need to have to be in a good shape, and this is I believe this is the wrong way to think. My wife loves
Yeah,
to think about that.
that's exactly what I have been talking about when people become hosts. Um, I would say 100% of them, they like to be hosts because they like to help. And that's the biggest mistake. You do not help when you want to help. You help when you develop yourself. I wouldn't be here if I was searching to help people. I wouldn't be doing what I do if I was willing to help people. I don't care about people. I care about myself. Otherwise, I would be dead. And when I say, oh, I don't care about people, it doesn't mean that I don't care about people. It's just what I mean is I am my priority. And because of that, I'm helping a lot of people. You know, my job is to serve. That's my goal. My job is that. I don't care if it's English, computers, programming, whatever is the responsibility itself. But my main responsibility, my job is to serve people, period. But to do that, I need to help myself first. Otherwise, it's not gonna happen.
And that's interesting because I don't know. I know Lurian is Catholic. I don't know about Diogo, but I'm a Christian, not
You're
Christian,
Christian.
not a Christian. I'm a Christian guy. I born in a church because of my mother. But if you look at the Bible, Jesus say that, right? You need to serve first,
Yeah.
right? You need to serve others, and this for me is like a lesson for your life, you know, because to serve you need to be, for example, to
Be
care about my
healthy.
children. I need to be healthy, right? If I'm sick, how can I help my children?
It starts
Right?
from the inside, starts with you first, not with
Yes.
your children, not with your wife, not with your husband, not with your friends, not with your family. At least what I see, you know, from what I have learned so far, it comes from my side first, comes from me. And as I live in a society, my job is to serve this society. That's the only reason why I started volunteering in 2007 when I started college at University of São Paulo. That's why I started teaching math for poor people to help them to access university. But I was helping myself first. I got into college. So 2007, it's gonna be 20 years that I'm on purpose serving people, you know. And thinking about that, that's also the reason why I quit my career in IT, because I wasn't serving people. I was serving slides. I was serving PowerPoints. I was serving like nothing. There was no reason. So it was easy to make the decision. With a lot of fear, I was freaking out. I in the middle of the process, I thought, oh, can I roll back? Can I talk to my boss and hey, I gave up on quitting. I want to be here. I thought about that lots of times. But when you think twice and you breathe, you start it clears your mind, you know. And Diogo, I guess, yeah, we're not gonna have time for the next question, but I'm gonna do both. Okay, so just one answer, but with both questions. So the first is why it's hard to find commitment to yourself or to goals, and how does commitment influence your personal growth?
Sure. I believe it's difficult to commit our goals because normally we have five colors barriers. Like to Luren said, I want this, but now, no, I don't believe in the process. Like to learn English, day by day, step by step, to learn, to process, find education, you know. And I guess too, in my case, sometimes because really I'm lazy with same process. Mainly when I don't believe in the process or sometimes like a method. Yesterday, I said you about my try to life to day trader, for example. And I did many courses, and sometimes I want a course about PNL. It's nice, but it's beautiful to write in the paper. I want to do this. I want to do this more this. Next day, I want this. But the real life, it's very different. When you're running, when you have the problem with your family, with your sons, Samuel said, or in general, I believe I need it's now. It's a process since I want to start my therapy, for example. Uh, I necessary I'm to be well. I need to be good for helper, my family, my wife, my sons, to work better because sometimes I don't have days we wake up feeling very well, or today I wake up to win in my life. Sometimes it's we have any situation. Uh, it's difficult to think about of the process, to believe of the process. You know, to be I'm serious when you start here in talk, for example, in my first talk with you, Felipe, I looking for you to say, oh, you're fluent in 12 months, but you need to do this. The process is that. In the first 3 months, you are talking better. In this first moment, okay, I will start, but I
I
don't
will
believe in
try.
ours. 100% in our words
Yeah, I know.
because words only people to do that, But it's different when you're looking for the process. We have the commitment ourselves to do what to do, And now, one year after, before, I came to tell, yes, you are correct in your words, because when I watch my first immersion and I'm today, I'm here today, it's very different how I'm growing. Answer the next question. Uh, it's unbelievable because day by day, yes, I feeling better to talk. I got to understand more. For example, when I run in the train the mill, I will listen the motivational videos for running for life. Don't have a specific subject, but now I got to understand only listen. No 100%, but I don't know, more than 60%, 70%. It's unbelievable when I think about the start the process because since June last year, I am committing myself to learning my English. Since December, I committed me with stop smoke and start running. Since 1 month or 2 months, we are here 6 o'clock. I don't remember now, but I'm committed to be here with you. Some days I failed. Yes, I failed, but I try to be here day by day. And I believe that is the commitment influence a lot in our growth process, personal life or professional life. Unbelievable. I thanks for you, for me to be here with you, because really, when I started here in Talk, I said for me and for you, here is my last chance to learn English in my life because I don't want more to learn grammar and I
Yeah.
am,
You
he is,
are.
you are,
Yeah.
it's,
But
it's
I
crazy.
don't know if you realize that that you are already speaking English, you know. So and then it's like that. You are speaking like today. I'm feeling rusty. I feel my English sucks. I don't feel my English is good. Especially because the words I use, I'm using all the same basic words every single time. So I feel like not so proud of myself. But at least I'm talking and I'm in touch with the language. So um, I'm focused more on Spanish to get back on Spanish. I did the immersion this week. It was good, but I see that I need to be committed to Spanish. So I need to have like as a host, I schedule twice a week. Otherwise, I'm not going to evolve. I'm not going to commit to myself, you know. So um, it's and to learn, I need to be in touch. And in Spanish, I see myself taking notes a lot of time. I have lots of notes about vocabulary structure and everything. So to all of you, try to get notes of things. When you're listening to someone, oh, this is interesting, get notes. You watch the video, try to watch the video before the immersion. I do not, I do not give 200% of myself into English because English for me is problem solved. I just like need to, just because of my ego, I want to be better because I'm an English teacher as well. So people are going to blah, 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 blah. So that's the only reason, basically. But, and also communication itself, it's always good to have more vocabulary, more options. But try everyone to get notes on what you're doing, on what other people copy and paste how people present themselves, words, vocabulary, and lots of other things. Go ahead, Samuel. The last chance.
Yeah, a quick question. How is to handle multiple languages for you, Felipe, in your head? Because I'm thinking to
It's
start
simple.
learning.
Simple. It's simple and
Yeah.
easy. Yeah, you just need to balance
Don't
your
get
time,
confused
your
sometimes.
schedule. No, it's bullshit. Like, of course,
No.
but it's not the problem. Like you can like Lurian, she speaks like 3-4 languages. She's more capable of answering this question than me. But what I've seen from other people is schedule. If you have schedule to learn, then you can do it. But of course, the first 4 months, in my opinion, is the most challenging, especially if you starting from scratch. So we are starting now a French group, and like the first 4 months is like, when the break even of a company usually takes like 2 years or 2 to 5 years. In a language, really immersive process, it's gonna take you 4 months to start from zero to achieve like intermediate level. But like 3-4 hours per week at least. And after that gets easier. And after that, for example, Spanish for me took me 2 years to feel comfortable. Just because I was like doing 1 week yes, another no, so not too focused. But Spanish, it's really easy to get. It's really easy, really simple. But you're gonna need to spend like 3-4 hours per week to do that. In French, same idea. 3-4 hours first month, second month, and then after it's getting easier. When you see the progress, it's easier. So I'm gonna ask Lurian, can you help send out with this answer?
Yes. I think the challenge for the other language in my case, it was the lack of the vocabulary. Because in English, everyone say, I'm struggling, I cannot speak in English. But the most of people understand because we have context, we have base in English. But in the other language, we don't have like French, you know. But Philip said, and that's correct, it's hard to start. The beginning is hard. So 1 month, 2 months, I am in my 9th month right now. It's hard to start, but after, it's just like English here. And why I'm here, I was able to speak in English before because I want to improve, and don't mix it, because this is something that happened with me, you know, like, oh my God, I need to think in English, French. I'm about to start Spanish now. So it's hard to start, commitment, okay? But after, it's just like papaya with sugar.
Yeah. Yeah. But you
And
need
a piece of cake.
Okay, great.
yeah, you need to manage your schedule first.
Yes.
No.
You need to
And
be
I
ready.
think, yeah, that's the hardest.
And you
Okay.
should have commitment for sure, right?
Yeah, and starting something that you're not going to accomplish, don't start, because it's gonna make you feel bad. And it's like you start something, you don't finish, and then you start something else, you don't finish. And then you have a collection of projects that you started and haven't finished. And then your self-esteem goes down, rock bottom, and then it's gonna be even harder to get back, you know? So be careful.
I used to do that.
Yeah, be careful about starting and not finishing, because starting and finishing builds your self-esteem, your confidence. Go ahead, Lily.
No, I just said I think it's better for you to prepare yourself to start, you know, understand your routine, you know, I'm about to start. Prepare yourself. And after start, instead just to do something for an impulse, you know. Oh, I want to learn French. Why? Why you want, you know?
Yeah.
Have
Why is the first question. Start with why. Try to find this video. Start with why from Simon Sinek. It's gonna just the video, it's gonna help. It's like a 10-minute video, I guess. Okay. So tomorrow I'm not gonna be here. It's gonna be Pedro Rezende, and we are back on Friday. Okay. So Diogo, Lurian, Samuel, thank you so much for your time for this morning. Have a great day.
Bye.
See you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.